dive 757 on the Yamagiri Maru in Truk Lagoon. This was from a weeks-long liveaboard in March 2025 and was the third and final dive we did on this wreck. It was also the end of the first day's diving and we decided to do a night dive. It turned out the night dives weren't particularly interesting here. Not a lot of particularly weird and wonderful things were out to see, so we ended up not doing them most days of the liveaboard. Started off at midships, and here we are on the top of the wreck, which sits on its side. As you can see, quite a bit of things in the water here, reducing visibility somewhat, but not overly impacting the dive. Some of the hard coral and soft coral growing on the wreckage there. And then we headed over the side and down what would have been the top of the ship when it was still afloat. We had a quick look at some of the leftover machinery in the hold, but didn't go very far in, as this was a night dive after all. There you can see an oyster open on some of the metal, and it allowed us to get quite close up to it before it closed up. Then we also went to see the big shells again. We had previously seen these on the second dive we did here, but it was interesting to go into the open hold and see the pile of shells in the night. Past a couple more shells there that have fallen off the pile and are now resting on what is now the floor. And there we have my dive buddy getting some of his own video. Having a look up towards the top of the hold here. There's some trapped air at the top, so it looks like it's open, but I don't think it actually is. And then making our way back out of the hold and onto the outside of the wreck. Here we can see some more of the coral growth along the wreck. And some more here as we head up over the side and back onto what was the side of the wreck, but it's now the top. We have a sea cucumber there, and a different kind. I think this one is a pink and black sea cucumber. And here we have a snake sea cucumber making its way throughout the soft coral. There you can see the front of it, with all the little tentacles moving where its mouth is. A butterfly fish there, having a look around, as well as a banded boxer shrimp there, upside down in a hole. And some fairer stars were open on the side of the wreck as well. There we can see some of the hard coral that's growing on the wreck. And what I think is a camouflage grouper there, which tries to hide from the camera. Another sea cucumber, I think this time a Herrmann's sea cucumber. And in the distance there was a school of silvery fish, but they sort of disappeared when I tried to shine the light on them. A black-saddled coral grouper here, came and had a look at us before swimming off. And here is another of the snake sea cucumbers. In a second I'll switch to macro. You can see its tentacles there. and another sea snake cucumber there. Finally, on the safety stop, we had this comb jellyfish. Don't know the exact species, but it was floating in the black as we were doing our stop on the line.